Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode with Betsy. Now, on the previous episode, we were supposed to finish the car, blah, 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 and then the trunk latch burned out. Now, I just received the new trunk latch replacement, so I'm going to go ahead and swap that over and make sure the trunk works, and we'll see how that works. Hopefully it works. And also the switch, the little lever, I will adjust that and make sure that works too and doesn't get caught on the carpet, because that was the issue on why the trunk latch burned out. Also, there's now another new problem, of course. Let me show you what's going on there, and we're gonna see what we need to do to fix that problem, and we're gonna start right now. Alright, so I decided to move the car back under the tent, just because it's kind of, kind of hidden, sort of, not in the way. Because kind of a lot of people were stopping by, looking at the car, asking questions, and over here in this spot nobody really sees it, and it's blocked in and nobody really cares. Here's what happened the other day. The other day was when I was moving the car over to the tent right here, underneath the tent. It was kind of, something was shaking quite a bit, and I wasn't sure if it was in the back, in the front. So let me show you that clip, and wife helped me find the problem, because I couldn't really look for the problem while activating the clutch. So let me show you what's going on there. Alright, and the trunk latch is finished. Just reinstalled it and tidied up the wires, because I had to do the whole wiring thing again. So that's nice and clean now, installed. Let's close it up. Alright, that's closed. Alright, and now the lever does not get stuck on carpet, because what I end up doing is I put washers on all four corners where the screw goes in, and I didn't tighten it like crazy like last time. Now it's sitting a little bit higher above the carpet, so now it doesn't get stuck, because before it was getting stuck right around there and it wasn't going down all the way unless I push it down. So it is what it is, but now it goes all the way down and opens the trunk. There we go, beautiful. So that's done, that's ready to go. Close it up, latched. All right, that's done. Alright, so now hopefully the last problem that we got to deal with is figure out what's going on in the back. And I'm hoping it's nothing major, but honestly there's only so much I can do, especially with my wrist. I'm not going to be removing any rear ends or leaf springs, so I'm just going to jack up the rear, take off the wheels, and then we'll see what's going on with the I don't know. See, the thing is, I don't know if it's starting from the either flywheel or clutch or even the throwout bearing. It wouldn't be a drive shaft, it wouldn't be anything with the rear end, because nothing is spinning. It's only vibrating when I'm actually activating the clutch just a little bit, but when I give it more gas, it kind of goes away. So it's either flywheel or clutch, which I'm not going to be doing because I can't be removing transmissions right now. But if it's something simple on the rear end, like with the traction bars loose or whatever, I haven't checked them because I wasn't really taking off the rear end, so I haven't really even checked them. But we'll take a look at them, see what's going on. Let's go ahead and jack up the car, take off the rear wheels, and see what's going on in the back. looking at the rear end, I don't see anything wrong. Nothing is really loose. This side has the bushing installed right here, little bumper, but the other side does not. So I don't know if that really affects the bouncing, but this side does not have it installed, the little bushing over here. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and take them off. There's only like 4 bolts right here. I'm going to take these off, and then what I'm going to do is put it back on the ground and then see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those, and then we're going to test it out and see what happens. Forgot how much I hate doing shoes, drum brakes. They're just horrible. So many moving pieces, and a lot of pieces are just like they're falling apart, falling off as you're trying to change the shoes. But finally, it's done. It's done. I'm never doing drums again. I don't care. I'm converting to brakes. Doesn't matter what the car is. If it has drums, I'm converting it to brakes. I can't believe how annoying the pads are. So everything is done, installed, both sides, shoes are changed. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the wheels on, put it on the ground, start the car, and we're gonna see if we get the same shake. Now obviously I took off the traction bars, I threw them away, threw them in the garbage, and we're gonna see what we get without them. And then obviously if we need to get traction bars anyways, it's obviously better to get new ones, and probably a lot better design if you get new ones, because those are they're kind of trashy. All right guys, so let's put the wheels on, put the car on the ground, start her up, and see what we get. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the engine, and then we're gonna see if I'm gonna get the same vibration, if it's less, more, or we'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and start her up And then I put the chocks on the front wheels, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it in first gear and just try to engage the clutch and see what we get. So it's actually doing a lot better. There's still a vibration somewhere. I'm gonna guess it's either the clutch or the flywheel is not balanced, or who knows, but there's still a little issue somewhere, but obviously I can't really fix it. It's something that maybe a transmission shop can fix, unless the transmission gets removed, clutch gets replaced, flywheel gets replaced, all that good stuff. But at this point, I think we did the best that we could, and without the traction bars, it's actually not as floppy. It doesn't vibrate as much. It's actually vibrating a little less. But when you accelerate just a little bit more, because obviously I was doing this without using the gas pedal, but obviously when you engage in the clutch, you want to give it some gas when you want to move. But with a little bit of gas, it actually goes away. So I think that's a lot better. So the last and final test that I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure the fan actually turns on when the engine is running and the temperature heats up the coolant, and then I want to see at what temperature it actually turns on. On the previous test when I was working, I set it at around 180 degrees. So we'll see if the temperatures get to 180. The coolant right now is warmer because the car was idling, so we're not gonna have to wait long to see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it up, and then I'm going to use my little laser temperature gun, and then we'll see where we're at, and we'll see when the fan actually turns on. Alright, let's give that a shot. We are 170, 171. So let's give it a few minutes and see at what temperature it actually turns on. I'm shining right at the little probe right here. The probe is at 173. So let's see what we get. We're at 177, 178. Let's see, it turns on and we'll see what temperature we have. I mean, the engine's pretty healthy, I'm not gonna lie. 190. Let's make it turn on at 190. Yeah, I think that's good. Around 185, 190, and the fan turns on. Now let's see if it actually cools it off and turns off by itself. Let's wait and see what happens. All right, and she turned off around 165 or so. So the fan turns on, turns off like it should. So yeah, everything's working good, no issues. She's cooling off, the fan turns on, the fan turns off when it needs to. So we got that fine-tuned and ready to go. And there we go, it turned on again. All right, guys, and she's done and ready to go to my buddy. I hope he's gonna be happy. Pretty much 100% done. Everything is done the best I could do, honestly. I mean, there's still a few things that I can change or improve, whatever, but at this point, I think she's the best she's gonna get. So guys, I hope you're enjoying this video. Thanks for watching. If you're new, please subscribe. And hopefully we're not gonna have any problems, because I think I'm done with this car. All right, guys, see you on the next one.